The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. Hello, everybody. What's up, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? Put a one in the chat if you guys can see and hear me and everything like that. I just want to make sure before I continue, because my laptop is acting up, but my phone seems to be okay. And I don't know what's going on with my laptop, y'all. I apologize. I just want to make sure before I start spilling out and all that stuff. Let me say what's up to the people while I wait. Okay, I'm good. Okay, what's up, Juice? What's up, Lady D? What's up, Goody? What's up, Helen? What's up, Aria? What's up, Iced Out? What's up, Nika? What's up, Aria? What's up, Miss Magic? Who else we got in here? Loves the Lord. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. What's up, Casey? What's up, Wendy Lucas? What's up, Naughty? Who else? Dream Green, Daniel, Miss Roslyn. Who else we got in here? Okay. Okay, we got a lot of people. Okay, is Belva, Moni, what's up, everybody coming in? You know I love you. Shout out to my members. Shout out to my moderators, of course, because they work for free 99. So definitely shout out to them. Members, moderators, and all the subscribers. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and press all. And then, of course, if you want to donate a little something to Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, you see it up there, or send a super chat, super sticker, so I can see your comment. All right. So after thinking about the whole situation and everything like that, oh, y'all, I got a song for y'all. How did y'all forget the damn song? But after the whole situation, this whole situation currently going on with Legina, Jaguar, and stuff like that, do I still want Legina to get help and all that stuff? Of course I do. However, I feel like at this point, she's going to do whatever she wants to do. And secondly, we can't be a hindrance to her. And what I mean by that, you are freezing a little bit. Okay, it is freezing. Is that just Aria or is that me? I just want to make sure before I continue, you guys. Okay. What happened with the DNA test? Did she really do it? I haven't heard anything about DNA. Well, they keep repeating the DNA test, but is that going to be the first thing they do? No, obviously, because we know the results. The first thing they're going to do is try to prolong this whole DNA thing, because once we get the DNA, no, it's not freezing up. Okay, it's their internet. Okay. Yeah, once they get the DNA done, then it's no more story. The story done dried up. So I believe what's going to happen is that they're going to prolong this and then get the DNA towards the end when it's about to dry up. And then once they get the DNA test and it shows that it's not no relations to R. Kelly or Aaliyah, it's going to be like, oh, like it's a conspiracy. You know, they're going to go with another conspiracy theory and say, oh, well, you know, it's not really this situation or that situation. It's more of, you know, she could be a cousin. She don't have to be the daughter. She could be the cousin, or she can be together through marriage. Like, it's good. The story is going to continue, y'all. This is not the end of it. The story is still going to continue. They're going to forever say that there's something going on, some kind of big conspiracy, something to the effect of like, oh, Rock Nation sabotaged the DNA test. It's always going to be something. And we already know the playbook, y'all. We already know the playbook. Rock Nation sabotaged the DNA test. That's what's going to happen. Rock Nation sabotaged the DNA test. Shout out to the hospital picture crew. But for us, I think for all of us, it has gone on too long, too far. And at this point, it needs to stop. However, if Legina is happy where she at, then A, what can we do? Now, I know there was something about like a police report being filed and stuff like that. But the thing with that is that her family is going to have to pursue that. And we can't fight harder than her family is fighting. You know what I mean? Because we haven't been presented that she is in harm yet. We can go based on the history and the hysteria and stuff like that, that we've seen in the past. But we can't say that the girl is in definite harm right now. We can say that she might not be in the best situation, but we can't say that she is in harm. It's two different things. I know some people are going to be mad, like, what do you mean she's not in harm? What are you talking about? You can't say that until something actually happens. And if Legina is telling you that she is okay, then you guys, I'm sorry to tell you, you have to take her word for it, coming from a legal standpoint. You know, coming from a legal standpoint, she's fine. And the other thing is that she's an adult. Now, where it gets tricky is if she does say, you know, she has a caseworker or something like that, and they didn't know, or she does have some kind of guardianship over her, but it doesn't seem like she does. You know what I mean? Because the girl was living alone, and that story is still a little wonky. If she was evicted or if she just up and left, it's still a little wonky, you know. Dream of Being, I have to be honest, I care less about Legina at this point. Right. And it's not, and Breen is not saying I hate her or I don't like her or anything like that. I think just because of the hysteria and everything going along. Also, I feel that calling the girl Angela is not helping her either. I feel that some of you guys feel if you call her Angela, she's going to be like, oh my God, I'm awakened and now I know who I am. If she wants to be called Legina, call her Legina. She knows her name is Angela. She knows it, y'all. Trust me. She knows it. She knows her name is Angela. However, us trying to force her and try to wake her up from some kind of delusion or something like that by calling her Angela, it's not going to work. It's not a fucking movie, y'all. I'm sorry. It's not a movie. It's not going to work like that. Call her Legina. That's what she wants to be called. You guys have to start calling her Legina. That's what she wants to be called. Y'all don't call me Andre. Y'all call me AT2. Some people do, but that's because they know me personally. But a stranger on YouTube, no, I do not want you calling me Andre. I want you to call me AT2 or call me 82. A lot of people say, "What's up, 82?" And I feel like, no, it's not a play on words. It's literally AT2. Is Jag gonna try to, and you know, and that brings me to my next point. Jag has to stop trying to make this girl fight with everybody. You cannot try to make this girl fight with everybody. And that's what she's currently doing. Because first she did it with me. She forced her to get in my chat and like comment and stuff like that. And then today she did a video, Jaguar did a video about Sharrell and Perry and had Legina listen to it. Can you imagine, like, Legina doesn't understand YouTube and how it works. You know what I mean? So them listening to Sharrell and Perry, if they say something, it might trigger her. Like, she doesn't get it. And so you're playing these people almost to make it seem like they're trying to bash her, or I'm trying to bash her. These people trying to bash her. No one is trying to bash Legina from what I've seen. Now, have some of y'all kind of been, a little, it's been questionable, some of your actions? Yes. And you can question my actions too. That's completely fine. But have some of you guys' intentions might not have been the best, or maybe you did have the right intentions, but it just seemed like a little, manipulative, you know what I mean? But playing people's videos and doing that to that girl, it's not right. Don't let her listen to that stuff, because that's not going to help her get better. That's not going to help her, come to the realization that, Aaliyah is her fan. None of that is going to help her, Jag. You got to stop playing other people's video and stop trying to get this girl incited, and like, because then she's going to become hateful. She's going to become all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over these YouTubers. The girl already went live like a couple of different times yesterday on IG Live. She was on Legina was on IG Live on her Instagram account, and for the most part, she seemed like, she was happy where she was at. But I also think that Jag could be pushing her, like, hey, make sure you go live to make sure everybody know you're all right. Make sure you go live and plug Philadelphia, because every 5 minutes, Jag is talking about, we're going to unlock this 6-part series on Philadelphia. What do we need to unlock a 6-part series on? There is, if you want to tell her story, that's completely fine. We don't need 6 parts on her story. Say what it is, what she's gone through. That hypnosis shit, I'm still not going to agree with that. I'm still not going to agree with that hypnosis shit. I don't like that at all. Trying to open up her mind and see what happened in the past. That shit is crazy. And also, too, another thing, like we said before, you have to be in the right state of mind to even have that stuff done. And hypnosis actually doesn't work for anybody. You can't just be like, follow my lead. No, it doesn't. They don't even use the what they used to use, like the timer thing. They don't even use that anymore. They can just use their voice. But hypnosis doesn't work for everybody. So you trying to say, I got this hypnosis specialist and stuff like that. Nah. And it doesn't need to be recorded. Any real hypnosis is not going to let you record them trying to bring up somebody, deeper thoughts and into they're not. This really seems like a Tasha K a playbook. Bring up a traumatic situation and stretch it out for some dollars. I ain't mad at it, but I'm mad at it. I'm just all like, but if the girl, and again, I have to go with this exactly. If the girl wants to be content, we gotta let her be content, y'all. If you go in Jag's comments, I think it's important. Like, you can say whatever you want to about Jag, but when it comes to Legina, let her know that we love her and support her. I think us telling her, you need to go back to your family. Hurry up and go back to your family. What you doing? You ain't you crazy. You need us badgering her and doing all that extra shit, y'all. That's not helping the situation at all. We got to take a step back from doing that. We all like, what? Like, you need to go over there. Like, don't you know your brother? What about your twin brother? At this point, we know that it's the twin brother and it's not the because she said, like, that's actually her uncle, and then that's Aaliyah's brother and stuff like that. But by trying to force her, like, these are your family members, your name is Angela, and trying to force her to have this rude awakening, or this awakening that, oh, okay, let me snap out of it and I'll go back to normal. That's not going to help her, she wants to be around Jag. This is what she manifested. She wants to be around Jag. So nothing we can tell her about Jag is going to change that. She's going to be around Jag as long as she can, you know. For now, at least she's being treated good. Just like with Solar, we knew about Solar's past and stuff like that with the whole cult and everything like that, but we didn't know who Solar was until, I mean, no, not saying that. The situation didn't get bad until MLK weekend with the whole cops and everything like that. But we knew some shit was going to go down. Unfortunately, it's one of those situations. You try to help, and the more you try to chase this woman down and try to force her to see something or have this this idea that, oh, I'm in the wrong place or it's unsafe where I'm at, it's going to push her further, because Jag already got in her head that y'all haters, y'all trying to y'all just mad at her, and this is another plot from Rock Nation to try to take me down. And so this is going to continue with the conspiracy theories that people are after her, people are coming to get her, us forcing her and being all like, you need to do this, you need to go back home and stuff like that. That's going to then trigger that thought, like, people are chasing us, people are after us. It's in the whole play. We've seen this before, you guys. This is in the playbook of Jaguar. She knows exactly what she is doing. And even before Jaguar, you know, Legina already had the thought that there was people coming after her. So if we are then attacking her or, you know, saying this and that, we are then a part of those people that are, quote unquote, trying to attack her, trying to push her away. You guys get what I'm saying? I just want to make sure I'm not losing y'all. And I'm not saying that you guys are trying to push her over the edge or anything like that. I'm not saying that you guys are trying to push her over the edge or you guys are trying to make her do anything that she doesn't want to do. I'm just saying that we got to show her love. And thank you guys for all the comments. I see what you guys are saying. We got to show her love. We can't show her hate. That was one of the reasons when Jag was all like, well, Legina's here, you know, you can talk to her, she can click the link. And I was like, no, I don't want to talk to Legina, because I don't want to be put in a situation where I'm being combative or it looks like I'm attacking this woman. Me and Jag, we can go at it all day. If she want to bring Goomba, hey, 2 people, I can go at it with 2 people at the same time. AT2 is no punk. So I can go at it with 2 people at the same time. I'm completely fine with that. But Legina, I don't want to attack her. I just want to let her know that we're hoping for the best and we hope that she gets the answers that she wants. We hope she gets the answers that she wants. That's all we're hoping for at this time. But we can't force her to have have this awakening that she's being played or she's being used. Now we can see it because pay your $9.99 for Philadelphia. We see it, y'all. It's evident. We see that. Pay your $9.99 for Philadelphia and all that stuff. We see it, but Legina doesn't see it that way. And especially if somebody is housing you at the moment, feeding you, making sure you're okay, and showing you kind of like this love that you've been looking for. Because no matter, if Legina is lying about her relationship with her family or whatever, what I can assume, I'll say that because I'm gonna be careful with my words. What I can assume is that the relationship wasn't good. I'm assuming that the relationship wasn't like 100% okay. Because if the relationship with her family was okay, it seems that there would be more communication going on. And I'm not trying to dig at the family. I'm not trying to do that. But it does seem that there was some kind of disconnect between her and her family, and she's looking for love. She's searching for love. A lot of y'all look for love, in a partner or something like that. I believe that Legina is looking for more like a mother figure or somebody to help her out of her situation. She, instead of looking for love, she's looking for a mother figure. And she sees that mother figure in Jag. Of course, she thinks Aaliyah is her mother and stuff like that. However, the point is that she sees Jag as that helping hand, that family that she didn't have. Let me say that instead of saying Jag is like her mom. Jag is like the family that she feels that she didn't have. To us, we're all like, that's your family? That's what you want to pick? Because we know the history and stuff like that. But someone who actually looks up to Jag like the way Legina does, you can't tell her shit. That's her family, y'all. And I know what I'm saying right now. Some of y'all are like, oh, AT2, you done went to the dark side, blah, 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 blah. I'm not saying that. And no, she's not my family. First, y'all said that Legina was my daughter. First of all, I'm only 34. And then secondly, y'all said she was my sister. I don't know if she can to me. Hey, when the DNA tests come back, we might figure out whether or not she is related. But anyway, I do know, because I want to go back because, I'm part Ghanaian, I did do an ancestry test. So I do know that I'm part of that. But my history, I'm a ADOS. So, African descendants of slavery. So yeah, I'm not from the mother. I was taken from the motherland, not over here by immigration or anything. So with that being said, I do want to mention that this is traveling through the African community. I cannot tell you guys how I know. But it does seem like the situation is traveling. And, you got to remember with Africans, they're very family oriented and they know everyone is connected in a way. So it is traveling. Now, do I think the Africans are going to be after her, try to, her or anything like that? I don't know if they're trying to do that, but the Africans do know and they are aware of the situation and what's going on. So with that being said, I can't say that nobody isn't looking for her or anything like that, but we can't want it more. Oh, controversial, right? What I'm about to say. We can't want more help for her than her family does. Her family has to do the brunt of the work. What we're here to do is support Legina. And, if we want to talk about Jag, that's one thing, but we can't want it more than her family does. We can't want it more than what her family does. We don't want it more than what her damn, I'm saying that wrong. I'm saying that wrong the way I'm saying it. But y'all get what I'm saying, right? I didn't finish college. And again, her family also is probably not going to go public with everything. That's another thing. They're not going to go public with everything going on. They're going to keep this to themselves more than likely. And we might get little information of what they let us know, but they're not going to be telling us everything because they're private people. They didn't even want to get on camera and the sister-in-law was talking, They don't want to be a part of this whole YouTube thing. Just like my family, they don't want to be YouTubers. They'll be all like, what do you do on YouTube again? And I'll be like, well, I do this and that. And they'll be like, that shit doesn't even make any sense to me. So more than likely, her family feels the same way. Like, this shit doesn't make any sense to me. Why are you on YouTube? Like, go get you a job. Why are you on YouTube? That's their thought process, That's a lot of who are on YouTube. A lot of our families are all like, I don't watch that YouTube shit. Like, what? Huh? And I see a lot of people saying that you got whatchamacallit. that to call the police. But the thing is, when you call the police, what do you then say? Y'all told me to block somebody. Hold on. Tiny, 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 tiny. Okay, we're gonna have to do a singing break intermission. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me block that person. So today, because it's Black History Month and there's a lot of foolery going on, we gonna sing Lift Every Voice. Y'all ready, y'all? We gonna sing Lift Every Voice and sing because we need some uplifting right now. Ooh. I'm gonna drop the link while I sing too for y'all. Ooh, yeah. 14. All right. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. All right, y'all, sing with me. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Did y'all know how many Black people actually don't know that song? It's very sad. How do you not know the national Black anthem? It's very sad. So I'm glad I could educate y'all a little bit. All right, let me go ahead and drop the link, see what y'all got to say. Shit, if I can get to it. Hold on. Let me see if I might have to do it on my phone real quick. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. Hallelujah. Waterboy singing some white now. Not in Black History Month, Waterboy. Hell no. Nah. Get your ass up out of here. Not during Black History Month. You are not gonna disrespect the national Black anthem like that. Hell no. Nah. Hell to the nah. Time your ass out. Get your ass up out of here. Shit, you better lift every voice and sing. The hell wrong with you disrespecting that motherfucking song? All right, we have Nadi here. What's up, Nadi? How you doing?
Hey, AT2. How you doing today?
Good.
Hey, chat. I see y'all in the chat.
Okay, so what are your thoughts? I know I'm going to be in the hot seat for saying, like, we got to let Legina be, but...
I don't feel like you're in the hot seat. It's very logical, to be quite honest. I actually came up here to support you because at the end of the day, we have to look at the facts. She is grown. She is entitled to her basic civil rights. There has not been a crime committed. She's allowed to travel on her own fruition. Okay, now do I think a lot of these videos that Jag is putting out is coerced and she's just trying to clear her name? I mean, if you're doing what's right by this girl, why do we have to do so much explaining? It will just show that you can help her, right? Mm-hmm. But Jag is addicted to the attention of it all.
Right.
Okay, and she wants nothing more than for a bunch of people to follow her blindly to Philadelphia TV. Okay, like That's just the bottom line. The other point I wanted to discuss with you, AT2, is the fact about her family. So a lot of times when you're dealing with mental health and everything, the family doesn't know a lot because they're not educated about it. And it sounds like to me, the family was just starting to get through the first process of getting her in the hospital and things like that or whatever. So they may not know, they may not have the education to even deal with this, because it is a journey, especially when you're dealing with someone with not only a mental disability but who is grown. Okay, because they have to accept that they have that disability, and until they're due, they're going to try to do everything to make it seem like they're normal, okay, to the world or whatever. And sometimes with that comes like resistance from the family, because they may come off and say something like really far out, and you're like, that's not true, and this and that. Now their feelings are hurt.
Right, because the police are not going to look at YouTube and be all like, oh, well, what's the story? They're not going to look at all the history and stuff like that. She has to be in, how do you say that word? Imminent danger? Like, she has to be, like, somewhat in danger. So, like, if she's coherent enough, which she is, I know there's, like, a little, like, something going on, like, when it comes to, like, her storytelling and stuff like that. But for the most part, she's coherent enough to, like, say yes, no. She's not completely like out of her mind, and Jag hasn't drugged her or anything like that. So there's nothing that they're going to see on their end that says that, oh, this girl is in danger, let's go ahead and get her.
And unfortunately, you just have to all let it play out and let the cards be how they be. Okay. It is unfortunate, but what I want to also speak to, don't think Legina, she is loving all this attention. Do not forget, she watched Jag videos for a year before she made contact. She called out Jag's name. She wanted her attention. Why? Because she felt like Jag could validate her story. Okay, what she believes is that Aaliyah and R. Kelly are her parents. Okay, that's what she really believes. Who are we? You know what I mean? Who are we to constantly dispute that? We all know what it is, but until she's ready to accept what the facts are, we have to let it play out, because she created this world in her mind, a place of where she is accepted. And the one thing Jag gave her was acceptance and the spotlight. Now, all of a sudden, she's somebody. Okay. All right. So,
she has the attention that she wants now, too.
Exactly. And so, she may be down with all of this. This may be a little adventure for her in her mind.
I just hope that she getting some of the profit off of it. Nadi, stay up here. I have somebody else here. I just want to make sure who it is. TB, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi. Do you go by TB?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. How are you doing today?
Hello.
Good, and yourself? Hi, Nadi.
Good. I was a little nervous. I was like, what's she about to come up here and do? Or he? I didn't know who it was.
No.
Go ahead.
No, I was just coming up here to say, yeah, that whole situation with, Legina is crazy. And like you were saying, I had said on someone else's live, like, we can call the police and do all of those things, but if there's no actual threat, if she's not saying, hey, I'm trying to, KIL, if those things aren't said, the police are going to look at everybody like, okay, well, what do you want us to do? Like, even though we know it's something wrong, in terms of the law, it's only so much that can be done,
Right. And that's why I was all like, when I was kind of seeing some of the commentary and some of the stuff that was going on, I was like, hold on, we got to pull back a little bit, because one thing for certain, it's like, I still kind of go back to this when it comes to calling the police on Black people, because I would hate for a situation to go awry. And I'm not saying that all cops are bad and all that stuff. I don't want to get into that kind of argument. But if we are putting something on like, yo, this girl is being kidnapped, or, using certain trigger words, they might not look at the situation and be like, hey, we're going to go in peaceful and calm. We already know Jag is hyped up. So as soon as the police show up, no telling what she gonna do. And then we got, if we don't see any danger at this point, we have to let her family file the rights and stuff like that, and try to get, I don't know, conservatorship is the right word, but control over her or whatnot. Because I don't know if the family did have anything in place where they were control over like her life or her finances. It doesn't seem like they had anything in place.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
It doesn't seem that way to me. Just from looking at it, from my perspective, and that's those things take time, you guys. Like, a lot of times the families have to go through the court system, they have to prove certain things or whatever. It's not an overnight thing, so I don't blame them for not wanting to bring this on social media. They still need to protect her dignity and her integrity as her family, and see, I think now as a society, a lot of people just want this instant gratification, but when it comes to dealing with the system, it takes time to work through all of the red tape. Okay.
Right.
Because she's an adult.
And Celeste, she can, and I agree with you, Celeste, she can get hurt, yes. But what we're doing is thinking of like the inevitable, or thinking of what ifs. Right now, at this point, it's hard. It's going to be hard for y'all to hear this, but we're thinking of the what ifs. We're not thinking of what is actually going on. It's two different things, y'all. TB, what are your thoughts on that?
As far as what? Sorry, I was reading.
As far as like, people saying like the girl is in danger, she in danger. Like, yeah, we can assume because of the history and stuff like that she's in danger, but if we don't see it, there's nothing that can be done about that.
Right. I don't think that anything really can be done at this point. Now maybe if it's a situation where like Jag, for example, when she was going amok at the barber shop, and if it's a situation like that where she's at, then maybe something can be done, with Legina. Like, let's say she's, spazzing out on Legina or something like that, then maybe. But if you guys look at it, because I even watched the videos, right? So she did a video earlier this morning, I believe. It had like a thumbnail of her and her husband. And, she's telling Legina, like, come here and all of this. And, it made me think to myself, I'm like, where's this girl sleeping at? You know what I'm saying? Like, you tell her, and then she told her to pull up a chair. She pulled up like a kitchen, like a chair that came from like out the kitchen or something like that. And I'm like, okay, where is this girl sleeping at? It was just really weird to me. But the thing is that Jag isn't even showing like where she's sleeping, because a lot of people want to know, okay, where is she sleeping at? She's not even showing any of those things. So I don't know. It's just a tricky situation, but I think Jag knows exactly what she's doing, as far as like not showing certain things, because I believe that it's not all pumped up. Like, I believe personally, I think she's sleeping on the floor. I do. I really do. I think she's sleeping on the floor. I don't think it's all cracked up to be like what it is. Like, even seeing her like yesterday they were at like a bar or something like that. And I'm thinking like, what is this girl? Like, she had on the same clothes. If you notice, she had on the same clothes she had on when she first got with Jag in the car. She had those same exact clothes on. The only difference is she had on the little, beauty supply store wig. And I'm looking like, y'all raised all of this money for her. Where is it going to?
But yeah, I agree with you. Like, where she, like, how for us, we want to know how is she being taken care of. But I guess that going to the point, like, she's grown and she can make that decision for herself. Like, it's not illegal to sleep on somebody's couch. Shit, when I get drunk, I'll sleep on anybody's couch. But it ain't illegal to sleep on the couch. But shit, it happens. It's a hard situation. I hope that at least they got some blankets and some pals on the floor. But TB, I do want to talk to what you just said, and then I'm gonna let on my next group. But I do want to talk to what you just said, how she let her watch or listen to the video with Sharrell and Perry. Why did she let her listen to that video? Because that's not going to help her. That's going to be even more dramatic, because the way she's positioning it is that, oh, these people are talking about you. Look at these people. They're saying this and that. And it's like, no, we don't want to attack this girl.
Yeah, I think that she's doing that on purpose. For what? I'm not really sure, but I feel like she's doing that on purpose because, like her and her little, Jag and her little minions or what have you, they're all going against Perry and Sharrell for what? I don't really know, because to me
Mhm.
personally, I feel like they calling out the truth. So I really don't know why she would do that. I feel like she's doing that maybe so when she gets on, like, I don't want to say, his name, but the guy with the crown, him, I feel like when she gets on his channel, she can go after them, so it's like constantly like this tit for tat thing. But I'm not really sure. I really can't say why she would do that, but I do know it's messy because it's like this girl don't even know, doesn't even know them. And to be quite honest with you, I feel like they're speaking up for her, because if you look at it, like even when you look at Jag in the videos with Legina, she's like, Legina, are you being held against your will? Of course she's gonna say no. Of course
Right.
she's gonna say all of these things. Like,
Feeding
it just,
her the answers and stuff like that,
yeah, like I'm just looking like, of course the girl is not, but it don't look that way. But of course we can't. I mean, just like I said, in the eyes of the law, nothing really illegal is happening. You know what I mean? Like, we can look at it all day, like, yeah, this is happening. Yeah, she's exploiting Jack. But in the eyes of the law, a police officer is gonna look at you like, why are you wasting my time? Why are you wasting taxpayers' money by calling us out here because this girl is not in danger, even though we know a different story? That's not how it's going to look in the eyes of the law. That's all I'm
right?
trying to say.
Exactly. Of the law, it doesn't look like that. Let me let Andrea on here. What's up,
Hey,
Andrea? How you
hey,
doing?
I'm all right. It's raining down here in Georgia. Y'all asked that question, why did she let that young lady see that video? Come on, the reason why she let that young lady to see that video so she can have completely control over the young lady, to
Hmm.
show her you cannot trust nobody but me. You see what everybody is saying about you. I'm your true friend. That is what Jag is using, psychology. You remember, Jag may be crazy, but she know how to use fake psychology on people, and she's doing that to that young lady. Now,
Right.
when everybody's talking about the police, I don't believe that the police should get involved. But that, I don't know about her state, but in every state, a family member can go before a judge and show that
Mhm.
their family member is in a crisis and they need to be evaluated. That judge can sign those papers to do a 5150, a 5250, whatever it is in everybody's state. That's what her family member can do. They
Right.
can show the judge that they believe that the young lady is a danger to herself, and they can request an evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
And the judge signed those papers, and the police will pick her up and take her to a state facility.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Right.
what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that was a family member of mine, I would go straight before a judge and I
Mm-hmm.
would tell the judge, I believe my family member need evaluation and this is why, and show the evidence. And that's how it is done.
Right. Andrea, I love that you said that. The family has to go before a judge
Yes.
because I don't want to be telling people, yeah, call the police.
No,
I do not. No, y'all do not do that. Please do not do that.
no,
That's going to make the situation even
no.
worse.
A family
They're gonna need
member,
evidence. They're gonna
uh,
need evidence.
Yeah.
There hasn't been any.
the
And
Mhm.
family has a right to request an evaluation if they believe that their family member is going out of control. They can go before a judge, and that's just the truth of it. Come on,
yeah.
Yep,
that's
that
what
is.
they need to do.
Has anybody ever thought of it from this angle? Because I was starting to kind of think this, Jag,
Mhm.
her popularity, I'm not going to say is dying out. I don't want to say that, but right, let's think about how she first came up here. She was on, Monroe's page. She went kind of viral, things like that, right? And
Mhm.
I feel like slowly but surely, I feel like it was TK who really kicked her out, like, bye, like, go. So then she kind of started to go to like the smaller platforms, right? I feel like her popularity and all of those conspiracies about Jay-Z and all of this, it was starting to die out. People weren't paying attention to her anymore. And so I just feel like it kind of trickled down to where when Legina came into the picture, it's almost like, oh, I could use her as my protege. You know, like I can kind of use her as like the, you know, kind of like the new Jag, right? So to bring
Right.
in all of those views and things like that, like I'm kind of looking at, because it makes no sense as to why she would want this girl, given, you know, and I mean, you can't really combat crazy with crazy. So we can't say, oh, Jag is going to look at it from that angle. But it just kind of makes me think, okay, what really would come from you having this girl knowing that she needs this help, even though Jag may not be thinking that? It kind of makes me wonder, like, okay, are you doing this on purpose? Because you see how quick she was to bring her on her platform. She's quick to shout out Philadelphia on Tubi or whatever. You know, it just kind of makes me think to myself, I'm like, well, I wonder if she's using this girl to kind of bring in more views. I don't know.
It's a money
I'm
thing.
just thinking that.
It's
Y'all
all
remember?
about a click and a view.
Right. Y'all remember when she was on Tasha K? And she was giving Tasha K all the information about the old music stars and what they was doing. They was on that, it's a Kiki and a Kakai. And then her and Tasha K fell out. And Jag went into hiding for what, 3 months, 4 months? She went into hiding. Y'all remember that? Then all of a sudden she slowly came back, and then she picked certain people who she could try to be friends, which was Nosy and Sharrell. What Jag is doing is, Jag is really sick in the head, and we all know that, and we've been saying that for the longest. Jag is still living in the time where she was back yonder with Jay-Z them doing music. She's not living in the 2023 or the 2022. She's still trying to promote herself as, I was once a big top person. Okay, I was once a big top person, and what she's trying to do, she's trying to get the attention for people to say, "Look at Jag. Jag got all the answers. Jag know everything. She's got all the tea." Jag is a bipolar schizophrenic. You can be both. You can be both.
Yes.
And that is what you can be both. And she is living on borrowed time. She's out of control. So what she did was she picked a young lady that she saw was out of control just like she was, and she zoomed in on her. Now all those people was giving money. That was the wrong thing for everybody to do, was give money.
I think when it came to giving the whole money thing, that's when it was
That
like,
was
whoa,
wrong.
like what are
was
we
wrong.
doing?
That was
It's
wrong.
called the mirror effect, Andrea, where
Right.
they mirror the behavior. Like she identified with certain things that she was saying, especially when she dropped certain trigger words like Aaliyah, R. Kelly, and things like that.
You look just like the grandma.
Yeah.
You
But
know
see,
what I'm saying?
when
She gonna lay it on thick. She gonna lay it on thick.
right. But when everybody started giving that money, nobody ever thought about, is she really getting the money or Jag got the money?
Why wouldn't you think about that?
Exactly. Because they played on everybody soul. Oh, she poor people. Yeah, they did that. And Jag is doing the same thing. But you know the sad part about it, this whole situation is not going to get better. It's going to get worser. It's going to get worser. And in the long run, somebody is probably going to get hurt, and it might be that young lady.
Right. Let me let Margot up here. Oh, but make sure you guys hit the like button, all that good stuff. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And then, they can't see the Cash App, PayPal, but somebody will put it in the chat for y'all if y'all want to donate $1 or $2 and super chat, super sticker.
And I just want to say really quick too, shame on, SDW and the guy with the crown. Shame on them for still constantly backing this. The only thing I will say, even though I don't like them, I don't like their content, especially after this, I unsubscribed, and I made that very clear. Like, I unsubscribed to them because it's just like, for you guys to constantly keep this up. And here's my thing. Here's the issue I have with, because the guy with the crown, he still wants to keep up the delusions. That's cool. But SDW, he wants to go on his YouTube and try to disassociate himself. But then yet when he goes on station here, he quick to dog Jag out. And it's just like, okay, so what are you saying? Because one minute on your YouTube, Yeah, yeah. You
Right.
can't get
Wow.
caught.
Example, he dragged TK for years. How many times did you see them gold shoes flashing up on that screen? Okay, but as soon as this Wiley stuff, that last interview she did, that last little fake receipt interview, um, all of a sudden she was cozying up to him, SWD, in the comments, dropping receipts to him and everything. He's soaking it up like, hey girl, hair flip, yes, because I'm popular. You know, like, it's just like, you Two-Face. You
Yeah,
Two-Face.
I
And that
didn't know
man
that
said,
he was saying something completely different on Station Head than he was
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yes, he was. He was
You know,
dogging her
you know
out.
what, young lady. You know what? That was my first time.
Andre,
That was my first time last week seeing him when he was saying flipping the hair, and I was looking. I said, "What hair is he flipping?
Let, let me let
Where?"
I do want
let
to
me
say
let
one
Margot get in
thing.
here.
Yeah.
Andrea, it's
Andrea,
alleged that every time he flips his
hair.
hair, he changes personalities.
But
That's a signal he's about to switch his personality.
I do want to say one thing, Andrea. Like, I do understand what you were saying, but in the same sense, you can request for the judge or judges to do that. There's a caseworker involved. There are things involved. You can request, and they can be denied. And I need people to understand that you can be denied for mental health services. It's very clear. It's a really real thing. And I think
Thank
that
you, Kay.
her being
Oh, go ahead, Margot.
with
Sorry.
Jazz, but I've even told you, AT2, like, it gives me anxiety. I'm like, I can't understand how she's being allowed to be there. But I do want to make it really clear. You can request this. You can. I've requested so many things with my sister. I've been denied a lot. And I have private insurance, not public. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like no one matters to these people. Like, no one matters. So please just understand that even if you do decide to call, sometimes it doesn't work.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
like I
go
said,
ahead, Andrea.
in every state is different. Okay, I don't know about your state or other states, but here in Georgia, you don't call, you go in front of a judge and do a request and show. And in Georgia, they do take action. I don't know about any other state,
not all the time, especially in the southern states, not all the time. I'm not all the time. And I need people to be honest about this. It's not all the time. And my parents money where it makes sense, where my family should have been, my sister should have been taken care of. This girl, y'all need to, like, literally just look at her sometimes and just be like, dang, like, she's really going through it. We cannot just call the judge in Texas to make this.
I think it's
Margot, I think you missed part of the conversation. Let me jump in here real quick. Before you had joined, we talked about how it's not a good idea for people to be calling the police because it might take the situation in a whole left, go left. And then as well, she's not in imminent danger. And so the police are just going to look like, okay, we went out there and everything seemed fine. I was also saying that her family, if they want to do something, they have to be the one. But it also doesn't seem like they had any kind of guardianship or any kind of conservatorship beforehand. So because if they see that the girl is okay, then they're just going to go like, oh, well, she's fine. Like, because she can talk. Like, it's not like she can't talk or she's being drugged or anything like that. She's able to communicate. So we were talking about that before you joined. I just wanted to let you know.
Thank you so much. I know I do appreciate, like, the background of that, but, like, what is our idea of okay? What is the idea of okay?
What is our idea of okay?
Everyone's, like, what is the idea of okay? Because my idea of okay is not her being with Jack. I'm sorry. My idea of okay,
but that's your interpretation. Like, do I think that she's okay? No. But in the eyes of the law, because they're not going to watch YouTube. Let's just put that out there. They're not going to watch all these videos and try to figure out whatever. So technically, Do we think that she's okay? No. And people in the chat, do we think that the situation's
No.
okay? More than likely, they're going to say no. However, the police, when they look at this, are they going to look at it and be like, oh, well, she seemed all right because she's an
They're not gonna
adult?
care.
She
No,
seems sound mind. And if there was nothing in place for her originally, like as far as like, hey, this girl had a caseworker or this or that or somebody over her,
Please.
then right, not
asking.
yet. It's not. Your hands are kind of washed at this time. Go ahead, Margot.
They're going to ask, are you a harm to yourself? Are you a harm to other people? Do I think that she's a harm to herself? No. Do I think that she's in harm? Yes. I do believe that because I even talked to you privately. I'm like, it gives me anxiety just thinking about her there. And I just know that it's like, it's not okay because Jag is not okay as a person. So yes, is she a harm to herself? In this moment, yes. And no one's seeing that. And I'm like, why can't you guys?
I hear how you're connected to it and how it's like triggering for you.
It is very triggering. But I'm also very aware legally of how to go about this. And I don't play games with that stuff. And I'm like, I'm not going to be crying and stuff in the corner. No. If no one wants to help her, that is okay. But we should help her because she went on YouTube and now it's everyone's case at this point. So how do you help this person?
She has to want to help herself first and foremost.
Yeah, we have. That's the thing, Margot. The family.
We can't do
family
anything.
can do
It's her
something, but we
family.
can't. Right, we can't do anything, Margot. The family. And like I was saying before you came on, let me say this. I was saying us calling her Angela or saying like, you know, that's your brother. That's not your uncle. This is that. And like trying to point those things out to her. She's not going to have an awakening and be like, oh my God, you guys are right. I'm back to no, that's not going to happen. And so what we need to do is show her love every time that she comes on camera, every time you're like, hey, Angela, I hope you're doing, oh shit, I called her Angela. I'm sorry. Legina, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing fine. You know, please, you know, let us know if you need help with anything. Like those kind of things is how we can help. Us trying to badger her and be like, you need to go talk to your family. Where your family? Your family been called. That's not going to help her. Because they're already in the conspiracy theory that Rock Nation is after them. So it's not going to help.
And that's scary though, but I agree with you. And I thank you for that because you even corrected yourself. And that's a beautiful thing because it's like,
thank you.
Within the Black community, and especially the African community, like we have to do better. And I can't even express to you how much I genuinely love our conversations and you saying that verbally on YouTube because it's like, it's hard. I'm going to tell you right now, it's hard. She's going to blame everybody. You cannot tell this person at this moment that she's not Aaliyah and R. Kelly's daughter. You cannot. It's impossible. And you know personally how triggering this stuff is to me. But I'm just like, please love on her.
Yes.
Just love on her. Because what's the other option? To hate on her? Like, honestly, what's the other option? You have to just love her. And I just want everyone on the panel is being amazing, but I just want right now, her being in Texas or whatever state she's in, I'm like, girl, Michigan made more sense. Okay? Like we could have helped you in Michigan.
And everybody's concerned for her. Like, you know, everybody feels the same way. Not everybody agrees, you know, with everyone. And that's what I appreciate about the show. But, you know, there are a lot of people who are like, no, we need to go get her and we need to help her and stuff like that. But us doing it is not going to be the right thing. Us supporting her family would be best, you know.
One more thing, AT2. One more thing to do. Jag, you done took one of our own as an African people. We are coming for you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on now. So don't do that. Don't do that. Jag, nah. Because I'll come for her myself. What do you want to do? Like, I don't know. No. You came for one of us? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't care how old she is. That is not okay. Like that's
Yeah, I feel like Jack, she set the stage up, and I think that's what a lot of people are failing to realize is that she's already setting the stage by telling the, asking the girl constantly on live when she goes live, are you okay? Are you this? So she's already kind of wiring this girl on what to say, how to
They
say it before
control.
our eyes. People aren't even realizing that. So even if the police were to get involved, sorry you guys, I stay right by LAX, so you might hear a lot of planes. But
And by the
anyway,
way, let me just announce, I'm sorry, mods, do not block Jaguar, because last time she said she was blocked or timed out. Do not block her. I want to make a public announcement. Go ahead and continue, TV. I'm sorry.
why does she keeps saying everybody is on notice? Like, girl, go on somewhere. She always talking about somebody on notice. Like, go on. But like I said,
I would
she's
love to
already
know what that
wiring the
means on
girl.
notice. I don't know.
Notice that she always says that to everybody. She said that about Perry and Sharrell yesterday. Everybody on notice. Like, I don't know. But anyways, like I said, she's already wiring the girl on what to say and how to say it. And she's doing that like right in front of us. So they might be, I'm sure they're having conversations behind the scenes, of course, when the camera's off. But we already see how she's kind of doing this. So like, let's say the police did come. It's just like, well, I mean, she's going to repeat that and probably go into more detail. Like, this is happening. I'm getting fed. All of this when it might not even, like it might not even be
your
the
cash
case,
app, girl.
But like I said, yeah, she's already wired that girl on what to say and how to say it. And you could tell by Legina, and this isn't me trying to be rude, but you could tell it's just a little something there. I don't want to diagnose or nothing, but just based off of her responses. That's all I'm trying to say. Like based off of her responses, you could tell it's easy to manipulate her. And so if you got somebody who easily can be easily manipulated, it's just like, well, go ahead, have fun. That's probably how Jag is taking it. Like I might as well go all the way with it. So yeah.
Right. What I'm gonna do right now, you ladies, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down. I'm gonna see if Jag herself, not with Legina, will come up real quick.
No problem.
Thank you, ladies, for coming on. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. And Dazzle, I still see you, but I want to wait for a minute because I don't want to, because there's a lot of people in the chat, so I don't want to keep looking back and forth. I'd rather her just come up here so we can talk. But Dazzle, stay in the background real quick. As far as us being jealous of the Cash Apps, I don't think anybody is jealous of the Cash Apps. I think people want to know where the money is going. And by the way, thank you, Vegas, for clarifying that. No one blocked you. No one did anything. I even posted a screenshot on my Instagram showing that nobody blocked you, timed you out, or anything like that. So please don't start with that. If somebody blocked you or somebody did something like that. Like, nobody did that. If anybody did it, it was Rock Nation. But anyway, I think people asking you questions about what's the money for, what is it being done for? Nobody wanted that money to be used for no goddamn hypnosis. I'll tell you that. If you want to get that girl a place, get her on her feet, clothe her, feed her and stuff like that, that's one thing. But to use it for all this or your own personal gain, that's bullshit. And you're selling this whole Philadelphia and everything like that. However, how is that helping the girl? Is the girl getting some of that profit? That's what we want to know. Is she getting some of that profit? Oh, Rosalind, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, no jealousy required. Boom. Super chat right there. No jealousy at all. So, us saying we're jealous of the Cash Apps and stuff like that. You had Sean Davy Way crying his eyes out because he feels like you scamming. Now, he ain't going to say the words you scamming, but he feels like you scamming. If he didn't feel like you scamming and he felt like you knew what you was doing, he wouldn't have came out with an apology video. Now, wouldn't he? And this is recorded, so I don't mind this. Yeah. You recorded my phone call. That's what King Dirty Neck was talking about, a video of me being unhinged. Yeah, you set that one up real nice. Mind you, every time we had a conversation, you were like, are you recording me? I would tell you that I was not recording you. I would tell you that I was not recording you because I was not recording you. I don't have any recordings of you that I'm going to release or anything like that because I thought we actually had respect for each other. I'm not going to say we're friends because my friends don't do me like you did me, but I'd say I thought we had a mutual respect for each other. But you didn't have that at all. You didn't. Rock Nation says hi. Thank you. Thank you, Ahmad. I appreciate that. But you were going around spreading bullshit, got caught. I can't even say got caught. Maybe you wanted to get caught talking shit about me. Or let me not say talking shit about me. Bringing up what's wrong with AT2. Is there something wrong with him? Why is he attacking everybody? Thank you, Priscilla. I appreciate that. Why is he attacking everybody? When I've been doing I did videos all of last week explaining what my ailment was, my issue. Everybody knew what my issue was. I explained it thoroughly. If you didn't watch it, that's on you. But I explained the shit. So I don't know why you had to go everywhere to every Dick and Harry to try to figure out what was wrong or what was the problem. I already stated what it was. Thank you, Miss Magic. I appreciate that. I already stated what that shit was. We didn't have to go here, there. No, you could have came directly to me and seen what my issue was. And don't try to backtrack and be on some bullshit talking about, oh, I just wanted all of us to get together and see if we can get on the phone, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to get on the phone with them. There's no phone call. There's no phone call conversations we need to have. I'll take an apology. You know, anybody apologize to me, I'll forgive them. You know, I'm a dumbass on that one. Now, I will admit that I shouldn't be forgiving people so easily. That's definitely one thing I shouldn't be doing. I shouldn't be forgiving people so easily. However, other than that, there was no conversation that we needed to have. If I tell you that I don't want to be around these people, that was it. But you asking King Dirty Neck and Walk It Like I Tuck It about me, don't do that shit. Do I call Sharrell Perry and ask about you? No, I've never done that because it's none of my business. Y'all old heads fight too, just like young people. Let the old heads fight. I'm not going to get in y'all fight. Thank you, Brown Out Girl. I appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing. I don't call Tasha K and get in your fight with Tasha K. Why would I do that? Absolutely no reason why I should hop in that fight. That has nothing to do with me. Why would I hop in that fight? Somebody sent a, thank you, Priscilla, for sending that again. That ass needs to be in. But why would I hop in that fight? I'm not hopping in your fight. So why would you even try to figure out what was going on with us or anything like that and do it public and did it publicly? You should have did that shit over on your own, like on the phone. Am I crazy, y'all? Like she should have did it on the phone, like to them or what, you know, if you want to ask them what their problem is with me or whatever, you could have did that on the phone. Why would you do that shit publicly? And then you thought I was going to turn around and be okay with that? Mind you, I didn't even know. My subscribers came to me because they really mess with me like that. My subscribers came to me and they let me know what was going on. I shouldn't have to hear it from them. I should hear it from you. Let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it. And like I told you, you said you spent time in Oakland. You used to live in Oakland. Well, you know I'm from the Bay Area and we don't play that shit. So you should have known that. You should have known that I was not going to play that shit. And I didn't. Thank you, Hood Life. Baby Way scared. And again, this is not really about Sean Davy Way or OKP. I'll call him that. OKP or Sean Davy Way. This is not really about them. This is about Jag always trying to bring up some mess. Thank you for the super chat. This is about them always trying to bring up some mess. Jag is always trying to be messy. Jag is always trying to be in the know and in control of everything. Let's be honest. You wanted me to be a sucker like them. You wanted to be able to get on my channel and just spew out hatred and bullshit all day. And and I would let you come on the channel, say what you got to say, but I didn't let you run me. That's what you wanted. You wanted to run me. You can't run me. Wasn't I just talking last month, y'all, about how I wasn't going to be friends with content creators anymore? I was just going to be acquaintances because no one is ever going to make me feel small or make me feel beneath, lower than. I'm a motherfucking king. There's a reason why my parents didn't name me Junior, because juniors are for punks. They named me Andre Turner II, like King Ramses III and shit like that, because they knew I was motherfucking royalty. That's why they named me the second. But shout out to all the juniors out there. I ain't hating on you. Shout out to all the juniors. But they named me Andre Turner II because I'm a motherfucking king. That's why they named me that. All right, let's play a commercial. We'll be.
Girl, he was supposed to have go get him a lawyer. Instead, he was at the buffet eating crab legs, sucking on crab legs. Girl, he was over there just cracking them crab legs and sucking on them and eating them. Girl, he didn't go get him a lawyer. He was at the buffet eating some crab legs. Girl, ooh, girl. You know I got the receipts, girl.
Anyway, so if y'all wondering what I'm going to do with y'all money, I'm going to take it and go get some crab legs. Oh, man. But where Jag at? Did she run? Why are you running? Why are you running? I dropped the link. Why are you running? You got all them balls. Come up. Come up here. Come up. Jag doesn't come on panels that ask her real questions. She's scared of. Right. Exactly. You're right about that. She doesn't. Come on up, Jag. Come on up. Let's have a conversation. I'll use my inside voice. And I won't yell at you and scream. We waiting on you. Because this is the attention that you want. This is the attention that you want, and so finally you received it. This is what you wanted. This is what you're going to get. I have been nothing but respectful to you. Maybe even when I shouldn't have been respectful, but I've been nothing but respectful to you. Again, I don't think we were friends, but did I think we had respect for each other? I did. Obviously, I was fooled. I was wrong. But you ain't going to control me or my channel. Thank you, Nadia. I appreciate that. But you're not going to control me or my channel. I'm going to do what I have to do. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to protect me and my channel. I already almost lost it before. I ain't going to lose it again. But I hope you're taking care of that girl. I do want to say that because I know you're still here. I hope you're taking care of that girl. Take care of Legina. That's what we want. Take care of Legina. Make sure she's all right. Forget all this bullshit and everything else. Take care of Legina. That's all we want at the end of the day. Take care of that woman. No matter if we don't like you or, there's certain people that might not rock with you. We just want to make sure Legina is safe. For those of you who don't know, the whole crab leg thing is kind of like an inside joke if you're new to the channel. But make sure y'all subscribe and hit that like button too. But anyway, come on now. Come on. You have all this mouth And now you don't want to come up and say what you got to say. I mean, I told you, I'll use my inside voice. Come on up. And like I said, I don't want to talk to Legina. If anything, I want her to know that we all send her love and support. Real quick, you guys, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. Can we go ahead and fill up the chat with hearts for Legina real quick? Go ahead and fill up the chat with hearts. Oh, that was from a different day. Hold on, y'all. All we doing is sending Legina love over here. Whatever bullshit you want, Jag, stop trying to make that girl fight. Stop trying to make her fight with different content creators and shit like that. Don't do that. Don't play her any clips from anybody. Don't try to get her all wrapped up in this whole craziness that you got going on. If anything, you should be protecting her and keeping her away from this shit. Don't show her all the drama and everything going on because she don't need it. That's not helping her. That's not helping her at all. And by the way, get you some help. Get you and Goomba some help. You and Goomba need help because y'all two crazy motherfuckers. Get you and Goomba some help as well. Because I don't want to see you down and out. I don't want to see you doing bad. Believe it or not, I still kind of like your crazy ass. Because you are good entertainment. But when you doing fuck shit like this, I'm not okay with it. Y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all on here too much longer. I'm going to let Dazzle have the floor for 2 minutes and then I'm ending the show. I don't want to keep y'all on for hours and hours. If she ain't going to come up, I ain't going to even hold y'all here, you know, and stuff like that. I ain't going to play with y'all time because I bet y'all got more important shit to do than to be dealing with Jag and her bullshit. So what's up, Dazzle? Are you there?
Hey, what's up? I'm here.
Hey, you got 2 minutes. Go ahead and sound off.
Okay, well, real quick. At this point, she's at where she wants to be at. But when the smoke cleared and the dust settled, I hope that she did not sever too many ties with her family. I hope that they'll be able to forgive and heal and things like that and move forward. Mental illness is hard. It's hard on the person and it's hard on the family. And her being grown, I could agree with everybody else. Her being grown, you cannot really do as much as you can because it's up to them, really. So it's sad, but hey, I mean, I guess she's having fun. I guess that's the way she want to be at.
Right,
So
totally agree. And that was like my point of this whole live was like, even though we can say yes, she's in danger to the law, there's not much that we can do. Unfortunately, it's one of those things like you can't do anything until it actually happens. Now, her family, we can support her family, but as far as us, like there's nothing that we can really do. And by calling her, you know, by her real name or saying like you need to talk to your family or trying to force her, that's not going to help her at all because that's going to push her away.
yeah, at this point, I just think that Jag is creating a mini Jag, and I guess she's learning from her.
Right.
And out of anything, I mean, if we're going to be honest, at least she told her something. I mean, I guess. I don't even know them at this point. Oh,
Yeah.
you said, oh, well, my husband said, teach her how to get high. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. But that's not even what that was for. I mean, at the end of the day, what can we do but watch it happen? And to be honest, like, it's sad. And I do think she's escaping things from her personal life, and she needs to address it. You just can't run away from all your problems.
Right, I would agree with that.
You
But
know, so I know.
Find the peace that she's looking for. I hope she finds peace that she's looking for
Well, hopefully, and
without getting
the
high.
best, yeah. Well, the best
Definitely that.
situation in
Without
the
getting
long
high,
run
that's going to
when
be the
she
wrong
gets
thing to do.
basically. I mean, to be honest, like the best situation is in the long run when she gets her mind clear and she gets herself together. The best situation is for one, it's a learning experience. For two, I mean, hey, I mean, if she gets it together, there's something to tell your kids how you went, how you went, and went on a road trip. I mean, hey, that's what I'm thinking about it in a positive way. But right now it
I
looks
know.
bad. But I
Yeah,
mean,
she's
of
not
course.
making fun of the girl. She's making like, the situation, y'all.
I mean, I'm just thinking about the positive, like 20 years from now, 15 years from now, 10 years from now. Like everybody's not going to be where they're at right now. So I
Right.
kind of feel like eventually she's going to hit a brick wall and she's going to have to face reality.
Right. It will
And I'm
happen.
rooting for her to pick herself back up and to form those relationships, those healthy relationships that she needs to form with her family, with her associates, and whoever who really care about her. So that's what I'm going to root for. But right now, they on some mess. But in the long run, I'm hoping that she can salvage what she needs to salvage and keep going with her life in a positive way.
Right. Right.
So that's
Definitely.
what I'm going to think.
Thank you, Dazzle, for coming up. I appreciate that.
No problem. Love you. Love you.
Love you too. All right. Like I said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show right there. But in a serious note, I am hoping for the best for Legina at this moment. Like I said, we got to be careful with what we say and how we approach her. The best point the best thing to do at this point is to support her with love, and that's the message that I wanted to put out there. Thank you for putting the membership link. I will be doing a members live like in the next 30 minutes because I want to shoot the shit with y'all, on a more personal level. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate everyone, all the likes, the super chats, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Y'all have been amazing. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I appreciate every single one of y'all. And we'll be back with more content. I don't know if I'm going to do another full video on this situation. It'll probably be mixed in with something, but a whole full situation of this, it's very triggering. That's why I didn't go live yesterday, because I know this has been really triggering. I mean, from the panel, you can tell this has been so triggering for everybody. And so we have to be sensitive when it comes to these things. So I kind of don't want to beat that dead horse and do a video every single hour. This is something that we can give a quick update, but I just don't want, now that we know that Jag is showing her these videos, I would hate for Jag just to show her the bad parts and then it triggers her to trigger her again. Y'all know what I'm saying. But we're going to go ahead and get the hell up out of here. Thank you, everybody. I love y'all. Shout out to all the AT tubers out there. And hey, we at 30K. We at 30K and we're growing fast. So appreciate all of y'all. Deuces. We out.